I feel really sorry for the people of the Central North Island. Hard-working New Zealanders, many of them are multi-generations of families working in these places, and this is just debilitating news. This is paralysing news for these families. It's not like there are other big employers waiting and lining up to take these people on in these towns. We'll have a chat to Weston Kirton, who is the local mayor, Ruapehu mayor, a long-standing mayor who has been going into bat for these companies and wanting to find some kind of solution. He'll be disappointed, I know, but maybe there's hope. Let's find out. Wes is with us now. Wes, g'day, nice to have you on the program.
Yeah, good afternoon, Duncan.
Not good news, is it?
Well, there's a lot of places in New Zealand that have good news, It's like Ruapehu ski fields. I live in Te Apai, and in the last 10 years there hasn't been enough snow up the mountain for anybody to go skiing. And it's the same this year. And the government's poured $18 million into keeping the ski field open that's been failing for years. And it just seems like I'm retired now, and it just seems like we're spending money all the time in the wrong areas. They want billions of dollars for free kids' school lunches. And then they want kids' early education. And now you want to top up more companies that are failing. Whose fault is that?
Could these companies have been saved? I mean, I'll just point to TY Point, who gets a really good power deal because they use so much, of course, at the Bluff aluminium smelter. They use so much power that they get a cheaper rate. Could the government not have negotiated a cheaper rate for these sawmills even for a year to somehow get them to stay afloat?
Yeah, cheaper rate would be fine, but not to keep propping people up all the time. I listened, just off the subject, and I listened to health and safety with the fining of New Zealand Kiwi Rail. Aren't both those companies Kiwi owned, government owned?
They are. Yeah, they are. Yep, certainly are.
Yeah, so we're using the taxpayers' money to fine taxpayers.
So what would you have done? So what did you seek in this instance?
Well, I don't think health and safety have got the right to fine anybody. I'm a retired builder, and I know when health and safety started up, and they said they started up to prevent accidents, not to fine people for having accidents.
Yeah, well, I think it's
like all the time. All the time, everybody wants everybody to prop these failing companies up.
But what else can be done here? I mean, we'll have a chat to Weston Kirton shortly, the Ruapehu mayor. But Wes, I'm just asking you: shouldn't the government have come to the party here in terms of negotiating a cheaper rate of power for these guys, like they do with the aluminium smelter in Bluff?
Yeah, I do. I agree quite wholeheartedly on that subject, that they should negotiate a rate, but not to use taxpayers' money to keep bailing them out all the time.
No, but this would be creating the environment to allow for this to happen. At least get all the bright parties in the room so the discussion can be had. That's all the government really needs to do there. But I'm not saying that give them handouts, but give them at least some kind of cheaper power, so they can at least trade through this period. You see, I reckon that's the minimum that they should have been able to have achieved.
Yep, I agree with you.
Yeah. All right, Wes, I appreciate your time on the program,
nice
mate.
Talking to you, Duncan.
Yep, take care, mate. Thank you so much. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it. 0800 333 2283. Weston Kirton, the Ruapehu mayor, is standing by and he'll join us now. Weston, g'day. Nice to have you on the program.
Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity.
Yeah, no, welcome. Sorry about the bloody news. It's not great news, is it? What was done?
No.
What was done to try and sort of see this off and try and sort of save these companies? Anything?
Oh, we did. We worked really hard with local MPs. There were 5 ministers involved with the negotiations around the table with energy companies and the like, talking over, what we could do to actually alleviate the problem. The problem is the energy pricing structure and broken structure. And, of course, this has been going on for some time, Duncan, so it's not new to learn that we're not competitive with overseas businesses, for example, or our product going overseas can't compete. We're sometimes 6 times the energy cost just for our pulp mill or our pulp going overseas. That gives you the impression that we just can't continue doing that. So there's something not quite right with our energy pricing. But today's announcement just is a major blow for our community, of course, and we've got a deep hole to fill in the future with 200 well-paid jobs, over $30 million in wages, for example. It is a big hit for our local community, and you can't replace that in a hurry.
No way. There are not big firms sort of waiting to take these people on, are there? What are the towns that we're talking about mainly affected?
We have Taihape to the south of Ohakune itself, and Ruapehu and surrounding areas, and there's a lot of people, over 200 jobs there. Mostly people that drive machines and the like, but they're very skilled in what they do. Some of these people, will be going overseas, for example, because they can't get jobs locally and also around the country. So it's a devastating thing for our families, and we've got to sort of care for them over this difficult time.
Yeah, no, my sympathies. I mean, I know what it's like to lose a job, and I've been right at the at the forefront of that in recent years, and so it actually is paralysing and debilitating. And the families, they get home at night and they're just looking around, going, "What next?" And we're talking generations here. Dad's there, and so is the son, or dad's there, and so is his father, the grandfather. I mean, they're all working there, and I don't see why they couldn't come up with subsidised power like they do with the aluminium smelter in Bluff. Did they try hard enough, do you think, Weston?
Oh, well, I think you always beat yourself up, not trying harder, Duncan, but we work really hard to try and get the government to see their way clear, and I think you hinted it earlier on that, just to get over this bump in the spike in the energy pricing, and obviously the high consumption and low generation is affected. Dry summers and dry winters don't help, but we really need to reset our energy pricing structure, and I think that's probably what they were talking about. This company's pre-warned the Energy Authority over this some years ago, so it's not new for them. But with no avail, and it's just a shame that they haven't been able to, the government that has been able to see the way clear, particularly that they got millions of dollars in dividends. We only heard just last week that these energy companies made huge profits on the back of, pricing electricity, and it's just difficult, for them to walk away from this. They won't come out of this with egg on their face. They'll come out with egg on their face, I'm sure.
Oh, I reckon they look stupid. They look greedy. I mean, $2.7 billion worth of profits to the four gentailers, and billions more in dividends to shareholders, and a lot of them are New Zealanders. But it seems to me that the rich get richer out of this, and the workers lose their bloody jobs.